Oh yes, this is gonna be so nice. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time we release a new video. And we are now going to the second part of this huge German Atlantic wall fortification position. We went to this hill the first time we came in from here. We worked ourselves way up the hillside and we found a machine gun position. We found beautiful trenches. We found a mortar position, a little cave, more trenches with machine gun positions. Today we are going into the valley of the barracks with some pretty nice small details there. Then we're going to go all the way down to the waterline, and you're going to be so stunned to see what's just laying on the ground. It is absolutely crazy. And then in the third episode, we're going to take you into some of the craziest underground complexes that we ever experienced. And what is on the end of the tunnel opening? Real guns. Real guns from the Second World War that you can feel, touch, smell. And we will share everything with you. Absolutely mind-boggling position, and we can't wait to share more. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell as I said. Watch the videos in full length. That really helps us out. Check out the Patreon, PayPal donation stuff, and let's go out and now find the second part of this incredible position. Wow, he's screaming at me. This is the valley of barracks. Holy moly. We saw that on a aerial photograph from the RAF. And down there are several foundations. I can see them from here. I was up there looking for some positions. I couldn't find any, but holy moly. Let's go down into the valley and check it out. Well, would you look at that? Tons of barrack foundations. Holy moly, and they are huge. I'm gonna have a look at something behind me as well, so let's do that first. See that tree there? Yeah, but did you see that? I think this is a shelter for the barrack area. It's not far in there. It's just like 2 meters and it stops. But that is a crew shelter. So they can easily hold like 10-15 guys. So if there was a bomb raid coming in, they could just storm in there and be safe under the mountain itself. See that? It is absolutely spectacular. When you come up to a position like this, you kind of say, well, there's forest. But for the Germans, this was perfect. They could tuck the barracks up here into the mountainside and they would be safe. And that's the main reason for them being here. All of these foundations, there are different kinds of structures here. So you can easily see what the purpose has been. This could have been just a typical Mannschaftsbaracke. It could have been the Hauptmann, the head officer's baracke, and there are so many details. I'm going to take you a little bit further down into the terrain and we can check out a huge thing that could be either a mess hall or something like that. Never kind of stops to surprise me what you find. I'm not sure whether this is a bake, this is an oven, is it a outdoor toilet? I couldn't tell you, since there are some stacks there. I'm not sure. Could have been that they pulled out some trays under there, but just look at that, it's still here that many years after. Looks more like an oven maybe, but there are some metal pieces inside there. That is actually pieces from a 200 liter Kraftstoff drum barrel. But look at that. Who knows what that was for? But it's out there, and it's definitely a part of the German plan that they had here. That is incredible big. That is one of the largest, what I would guess is a barrack, mess hall, storage. I couldn't tell you, but it is so huge. And the foundation there is like a basement, and the second floor, maybe third floor. Maybe that was where they stored the food and all the troops came in to eat 3 times a day. Maybe this was the piece part of the officers' construction, I don't know. But it's incredible. Let's go down and have a closer look. So there we are. Once upon a time, around 100 soldiers had this position here as the main kind of feature during their stay far, far away from home. And some of these barracks, they were actually everything. They were living quarters. It's the spot where they slept and ate. It's the spot where they sat down and played cards, played some board games, chess. This is the spot where they wrote letters to home with the Fed post. And this is the spot where they sat down, talked about daily life things. Maybe the officers mingled with the privates, who knows. But this is the spot where most of the important things of being a human being would take place. Being a war machine, well, that is up there in the trenches, in the gun placements, in the bunkers, you know, the Tobruk's machine gun bunkers, all of that took place there. Down here, this is where human life was kind of mixing together with other humans. So I feel very privileged to see these places because they give me really like a good feeling of connection, connecting with the history itself. But let's go down and have a look inside. So we're going to step in this barrack here, and suddenly we are back in the 40s. All these bricks were laid down by the people who could be the Germans themselves, could have been hired people. Very often it was hired people, and the locals were actually paid sometimes 2 and 3 times more than local wages. Could be forced laborers, could be prisoners of war, I don't know. But it could be anybody. And see how they built the thing with different kind of layers of bricks. That's very special. Okay, I'm gonna go into the next room or passage here. See, there are actually many rooms here. You have one room there. See, this tree has grown into the passage here. It's another room. These center pillars, they held up the floor in the first floor. This is the basement. So trees have grown into it everywhere. And it's just like a very special feeling to walk in here, knowing that maybe the Germans had a stockpile of food here. Maybe it was some kind of lounge. Maybe they had some furniture here, a little place to sit down and smoke their cigarettes or pipes. It's just wonderful. I just love these little details. I'm so glad that we can actually go out and share them with you. Wow, next to the mess hall here, that seems like it could be a bit bigger, but it's so muddy. I'm gonna rig up a flashlight here and we have a little tour inside and check it out. Wow, all right, in we go. Is this just a small thing? Oh, it is so muddy. Hope you appreciate our effort. Okay, let's go inside here. I'm gonna crank up the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. Oh, it is bigger. Very nice. Very nice. Wow. Look at that. Don't do that. Come on in here. Oh, he's gonna crack. You don't step in the mud too much, okay? It's not a playground. All right, let's turn off this Olight Seeker 2 Pro now. Boom. Let me show you how nice the headlamp is. If I can turn it on correctly too. There we go. It's got such a soft, beautiful light coming out. And then we'll crank up the Olight Seeker 2 Pros. Boom. There we are. I haven't got a clue if this is a long tunnel or what it is, but let's check it out. Oh, it actually ends there. That was a surprise. I thought we would go further in here. There are some metal pieces there. Okay, that's good enough for us. That's pretty interesting actually. What are these metal pieces then? I couldn't tell you. Probably been there for a very long time. Let me see. I'm gonna go out that way. Eagle Eye, he's playing with his stick. Alright, let's continue this tour. Coming up towards another barrack foundation. There are like 15, 16 of them around. Again, probably some kind of piece for camouflage canvas poles to be stuck through there, and had a perimeter around the barrack where they had camouflage poles. If there were no kind of mountain on the backside, they were stuck in, raised up 4 or 5 meters, and they took camouflage canvas on top. We have some rope and hook. This is the staircase of one of these barracks. It's basically just standing there waiting for time and history to pass by, but it's important for us to go to places like this, share it and learn from it. And we have a motto: history is everywhere, and we think that our videos are kind of like a moving museum for everyone to see, learn from, and you know, just enjoy. Well, we got something here. Couldn't tell you. It could be a guard's hut or maybe a toilet. Who knows? Eagle Eye is just signaled that he found something down the coastline here, so we'll check that out. This position has fantastic small details. You just have to find them. This is a little road that they built to get down to the barrack, and now we're going to go down further down here. We saw something, but this place had around 140 German soldiers. They had a reputation of being actually very friendly with locals, and they were dealing with the locals in many ways. They actually hired a lot of locals here to do work for them, and the Germans very often paid them 2 to 3 times more than the regular wages that will be for the area. Down here we have another little foundation, so we're gonna go down there, and I think there could be something of interest down there. Let's go down there. Yeah, we have this little foundation here. You know, the Atlantic wall fortification positions, they are typically what you see. You can see them in France, the invasion beaches. Tons of huge structures, bunkers, and anything you can imagine. Yeah, I'm gonna come. Eagle Eye is waving his arms frantically here. Something is under here as well. I couldn't tell you, but oh my goodness. Am I seeing this? Am I seeing this? Oh, okay. He's frantically waving. Okay, I'm gonna go over there. Do you want to see what Eagle Eye spotted? Boom. This is actually the remnants of a gun that was placed here. I guess that is not an 88, or is it an 88 millimeter? I don't believe my eyes. It's been chained down somehow. But wow, am I seeing this? This is one of the actual guns that was at the position. What an incredible, well spotted thing, Eagle Eyes. Look at that. Wow, that is a actual gun.
Holy cow.
So don't come and tell me that we never show you the real guns that are at locations. We do that many times actually. We found searchlights, guns, generators, all kinds of stuff out there, and this is one of them. And wow, that is absolutely crazy. You see the toothed cogwheel there, making the elevation correct. There's the barrel. Could there be any kind of signs? The barrel's been cut off. Let's check inside there. Is it possible to see? Yeah, you can definitely see these lines here. Holy moly, that is absolutely crazy. And it's just standing there in front of us. I'm babbling, I know, but how many times can you say that you can actually go to a spot and you can find the actual guns just laying around? Absolutely crazy. But there are something else that we're going to show you here that I think you're going to enjoy. Eagle Eye spotted that as well. Yeah, over there, we're gonna check that out. Holy moly. I'm just gonna take some photos of the thing here. That is another feature that is right here next to the gun. And I'm guessing that is the munition storage. Of course, the Olight Seeker 2 Pro is gonna work with us today again. These flashlights from Olight are absolutely incredible, well built, good quality, and I recommend them every day long. And if you want something that really is reliable and you can trust out there, go for Olight. I can tell you, you'll never regret it. I'm not being paid to say it. I'm just so freaking fed up with trash pieces that I bought through eBay and stuff. This thing really works. Let me show you when you switch it on. See those fantastic LEDs showing you how much power level is on and what kind of level you have the beam on. So let's check out and see what this is. Okay, I can see it's kind of like a small munition storage. Yeah, I wasn't expecting something big here, but we could be in for some surprises in this area. But this is so cool. So we have, you can see the chisel and drill marks they put here in the mountainside. They cracked it open, blasted it probably, and then they had their munition storage. That is really, really cool and so appropriate next to the gun there. But this is not it. Eagle Eyes, he's just spotted something else, so why don't we go and have a look at that. Oh yes, that gun, absolutely incredible. Now you can see we have done part one up here with the machine gun and mortar position, worked ourselves way down the valley of the barracks with the different kind of foundations there, the mess hall, different kind of barracks all over the place. Down here, Eagle Eye spotted something really interesting, and that's gonna be in the next part. And then you're gonna be introduced to this insanity here, I mean. It is wild. It is the most complex tunnel system that we ever found. So that's going to be so much fun. The Atlantic Wall fortification kind of line going from the south of France to the top of Scandinavia is absolutely fascinating. And you will see in the next part how incredible some pieces of the Atlantic Wall is. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing, and I will put a link in the video description for part one. You can find that there. And also we're going to do some really interesting stuff at this position, because we're going to make a separate tunnel video of that. I'm going to put it up in the some cards here that are going to pop up on the screen. You can subscribe through one of them, and the two other ones, well, at least one of them will be from an incredible Atlantic Wall tunnel system that we found, so you can definitely enjoy that. Thank you to my incredible team members on Patreon. You are the guys and girls who makes this come true. Every time we go out and we do these adventures, we do a lot of research, we travel and we find these places and we share them with you, and we couldn't have done it without your incredible help. So check out the Patreon and PayPal links in the video description. You can see how you can become a owner of some of our beautiful handmade WW2 dioramas of the artifacts that we find, and we give them away to you. So thank you again, all of you. We will definitely meet you out there in the next one. Stay safe, keep smiling, and goodbye.